you have people who import the bus then. The bus then come on the wharf. The bus then require paperwork in order to be licensed. The bus then require paperwork in order to be to get the fitness. The bus then require so many different layers of scrutiny.
General.
So many, no, I'm talking.
General.
Finish, man. Don't make you a chance.
You're starting, you know. I understand what you're saying. I understand everything.
But
What
say
saying.
it requires so
everything.
much different layers. You feel like say, then can say, yo, a 10-year bus when they bus them a 20-year, when all this paperwork has to be shown. Think about it logically.
Of course.
Can I ask
Of
a question?
course.
You know, make sense, man. That no make sense.
Let me ask you my question.
Why it can't
No,
happen?
me I tell you it can't because of the
Alright.
the paperwork.
Alright. Who is responsible? Who is responsible for importing these buses?
Alright, so you shift the goalpost now and move it to somewhere else.
No, I'm just
what you're doing.
I'm just showing you
what you're doing.
I'm just showing you a logical point.
No, what you're doing.
Why no one?
I'm telling you this, right? What you're doing is searching for a ghost around every corner. And every time you go around the corner and realize that no ghost is there, then you search for another run around another corner. It's called nitpicking and at best, all right? Because you have
All right.
that's a classical witch hunt, man. You're on a witch hunt. I mean, I'm not going to facilitate you by trying to smear a program that is being put in place for the benefit of the island's children when all successive governments has never done it. And I will not lend myself to tearing down a program that a forward-thinking government is trying to implement when none is there. It can be a bad program for me, and this is my personal view, even if they bust them 100-year-old, may I tell you, because none was there before and somebody are trying to implement something.
Yeah, I understand that. That is a great thought, you know, and a great idea and a great way to think about a country. I understand that. I understand what you're saying, you know. But I am asking, is all those information correct?
And I am telling you that they are.
That transparency, 100%.
But this is not verified by the government, you know. This is according to the Jamaica Information Service. I gave you my source.
So Jumper, all of man, remember say the people there to go back and forth.
Go on a road.
So you never see Danville Walker letter to the minister.
For me,
you never see that letter there.
And I'm saying to you, for me, it's neither here nor there for me. The buses
Walker.
are here. We have the forward-thinking politician has imported them.
Jumper, you've been talking.
The children of the nation. And
Jumper, you've been talking. Let me ask. Let me ask. So you never see Danville Walker letter to the minister where said the bus them never get the inspection. You never see that. But
the minister come out and clear that up. The minister come out and clear that up.
What the post Danville Walker what kind of job him have done?
There you go
what
again.
What is the job him have?
You remember the witch hunt when me tell you say uno depan? A witch hunt? That is what it is, you know. You're on a witch hunt.
Why don't we finish one conversation at a time? We're talking about the bus and it's moving. We're having 50 different conversations at a time. Let's
no man, it's the same conversation.
It's the same conversation. He must say it get inspected and everything verified, but him leave out said Danville Walker right to the minister and tell him say it wasn't inspected. If we make the people them know that also. The letter is there, everybody see the letter.
But not only that.
And they were inspected.
But not only that, right? On those buses, I saw pictures of those buses being inspected for 2025 in the US here. I see sticker on them.
All right,
those buses were there. They've been inspected in the.
Right. We drive on the left side of the road in Jamaica, right? And they bought buses. School buses that open on the right side. They're going to open the door. They're going to open the door and the kids are going to let out in traffic.
Anybody, man.
You remember
the minister said they're going to change the door.
Wait, no, we're not arguing, We're not arguing, man. You talk and
No,
listen
but
to
you
this.
regurgitate some things that has
But you don't know,
already been cleared up.
you don't know where I'm going with it. Me listen to you, so let me talk now, man. Alright, the bus them are open. The door are open on the right side. Let all the kids them in the middle of traffic. Alright, him say I'm gonna switch over the door to the left hand side. The minister said I'm gonna retrofit, I switch over the door to the left hand side. But you also have to go build step. You have to go build
That-
step
that-
on the
that-
right side too. You remember step over, step up on the right hand side too?
All right, me
Yeah?
go show you something. Why me show
So
you?
them bus they won't
No, listen me now.
It's not ready by September.
Me
Then.
go show you this. You see, the reason why me tell you say you are up here to cause confusion and not do facts.
You don't like your
Listen,
truth.
listen what me I say now. You know it. You know that the minister plan to switch over the door to the left hand side to make it safe for the children. You hear what I say? All right, the minister say I'm gonna do that. But before that, you were mentioning it. Your intention is not to get facts, is to cause confusion and doubt in the minds of the people. That is the wicked intention we wanna have, not to be factual.
No, man, the man just put everything on the board, elder man. Man just put everything on the board.
Everything when him leave out, me put out there. Him leave
Yeah,
out
man,
the thing,
that
say, him
go
leave out the letter with Danville Walker right to the minister and tell him say the bus them never get inspection before coming to the country. Him purposely leave out that, put out everything on the table, make everybody be a judge what they want to judge. The buses weren't inspected, and the minister said the average of the bus is 10 years. So that means that some of the bus them older than 10 years.
And
the average, him say the average is 10 years.
hey,
the age of the bus.
so listen me.
So some can be at 15 years or more.
Okay, listen, me,
The minister tell us 8 to 10 years.
I am not.
Average of the bus. That's what the minister said. The average.
8 to 10 years.
Alright.
I am not
Yeah,
going to,
sir.
I am not going to join you in trying to tear down this program, because this is an excellent program being led by the government. It is a beautiful program with the children of Jamaica in mind. You understand? And it's a wicked and dreadful thing to see the opposition and his cronies trying to tear it down. Watch him with the hand in a empire, the goat in Batty.
So the program that the opposition party have for transporting the children in the rural community, can you bring forth a better, does the opposition have a better program than the one that was implemented?
The opposition don't have a problem with the school bus system, We don't have a problem with that.
Can I finish my question, please?
Oh, I thought you were finished, because you stopped, so, alright.
Does the opposition have a better transportation system for our children in the rural area than the one the government have implemented?
Alright. And that is
He
the
basically
reason.
repeat himself and say him never finished.
Listen, that is the reason. That is the reason why I was like asking them, like, what will this change? Like this conversation overall, what will this change? Like, what will the major change will make from this? Because I think like a person from each of the party them, like, you understand, should be somewhere close to someone who could even whisper in their ears and say, because who could have put it into look at idea what we think about ourselves. You understand?
The PMP so much time said they don't have a problem with a rural school bus system for the children. Them. The problem with them have is the old bus with them bring in and they have some money. Hold on, man. You ask me a question and then you cut me off. Let me finish answer your question now. And the amount of money that was spent to bring in the 110 old buses. Alright, I could do the maths.
No, me no want to do the math.
110. You're gonna make me answer the man question or you're gonna cut me off?
Go do the math.
Alright, you bring in 110 bus.
The question
Hold on, man. Wait, no, man. Let me finish that, man. You ask my question.
No,
man.
but the man want you to present the opposition plan. Do they have a better plan? Come off of the plan where we Labour Party have now. Speak about the better plan where we don't have.
I am not a member of the opposition. I am just a supporter looking from the outside and seeing that the better party for run the country is the PMP.
But we're not ask about that. We ask about the plan.
Good night, brethren. Can I
Give
say
me the
something?
You
better
have to
plan. where
ask
for
them, when you see a
poor
PMP
children.
member who's actually a
Alright, good
member
night.
of the
One at a
party,
time, please.
you can ask them. When you see an actual member, I'm not a member. One time you ever voted in
No, the
Jamaica.
problem is,
Right.
you see, you want tear down. Or all that's all you do tear down. We don't have no idea about building. And when
Hold on,
people are involved in a nation building, all you want to do is just tear
Jump
it
at the
down.
massacre.
Make we do the maths. Hold on,
No,
common
but
sense.
listen.
Common sense.
No,
make
me
we do
not
the
do no
maths.
common sense maths with you.
Make we do the maths.
No,
Jump
no,
on.
give me
I
a
same
sec-
thing
give me a
jump on
second
with
here.
last night.
No, common
Anytime
sense
we attack,
is
him cut me
responding
off.
to.
No, give me a thought. No.
Boss, but you know, say I same thing jump on the last night.
No,
Anytime
me
me
not
attack,
do no
him
maths
cut me
with you
off.
because me nah bring down the school bus system
You
for the
feel me?
rural
You feel me?
children.
Jump and
You
give me a
feel me?
thought.
People
When
like
these-
the truth.
these
They say I
people-
work up me off. Anytime
All
I
right,
attack, you cut me
common
off.
sense, you want to answer Pan-African?
No, me just want to say something still, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Must apologize, boo. I think I was making some negative comment, but I thought it was you were talking crap. I didn't know it was Pan-African, you know. So, just my apology on that. The truth about the system and the opposition with them call them retarded, redundant, low IQ argument about old buses is bull crap. I hear Jumper ask Pan-African what kind of engine in the bus, what kind of bus. I don't know nothing. So how you up here talk against the system or for the
Yo,
system?
it's
I
not.
must go do some research first, bro.
Me marks that, man.
Common sense. Yeah, come
I'm
on
not
and blame me.
Pan-African, man. I'm me
Yeah,
marks
come on
that.
and blame me and me join after that. Cause that no question.
Oh,
like
sorry,
that after
Pan-African.
me. So I
Okay.
must after me
Okay.
join that.
Sorry about that. But whichever way though, the truth about it, let me tell you something. These buses are excellent buses. Because the truth is the average age of the bus between the average meaning, let me tell you, between the youngest bus and the oldest one, it averages at 10 years. The coast of them in Jamaica, the average age of them run up and down in Jamaica is 18 years. The little taxi them where run up and down and carry passenger, them average year is 14 years.
Common sense. Were those buses they're talking about now? The taxi them. Were they brought in at 10 years?
It no matter when them bring in because me want
No,
explain
man.
something.
It matters because you brought in bus now.
Man,
That
the
average
bus
year
them
is
have-
10
let
years.
let me tell you something.
Huh?
The bus they
It
come with,
matters.
no.
When those buses and taxis came in,
engine-
they were maybe 5 years, 3 years, and so on. So you
Listen,
can.
And the law was a different law at that
Listen,
time.
we're not
It was
business about that. The engine,
You're not business, that's the thing. You're
No,
not
what me I
business.
try to explain to you, the engine in those buses, the Cummins engine, is one of the best heavy-duty engine in the world. Me can't tell about that. Those engine guarantee to run up to 500,000 miles and they do 1,000,000 miles. The Coaster engine, none of them buses in Jamaica can't compete.
All right, common
About
sense.
Cummins engine.
Common sense. Address the point to me make. That we drive on the left hand side of the road and the man buy a bus where the door open on the right hand side, so the kids them only talk the kids them in the middle of the track.
No, they
Address that point to me make.
let me address it. The government already said them address that, so you don't need to speculate.
So
They
why
want-
would you buy a bus like that in the first place where you know you drive on the left hand side, America drive on the right hand side?
Well, you know
why
why-
would you
you
buy
know
a
why
bus
that-
like that?
You know why them buy the bus?
Durability.
Because it's called a school bus. And let me tell you something. Those school buses are the safest form of transportation for kids anywhere in the world. I did a research on them the other day, and it actually tells you that the Transport Department of the United States stated that they have 481,000 of such buses on the road, transporting 21 million kids between primary and middle age and high school daily in the United States. 21 million kids, 481,000. Listen up, you know how much it showed that as a result of those buses last year, 108 deaths it had. And of the 108 deaths, you see, you know how many bus students died in any of those buses? 2. They had about 11,000 crashes, but it's only 2 students died. The numbers show like maybe the bus maybe hit off some 4 bicycle guys, and it also show that car maybe run into the buses and the people them died in the car at 80. So the total was 128 deaths, but only 2 students died. When I look and see how many students died in Jamaica from accident alone, the number came up at 22 sometime last year, November. 22, with a smaller school population. So let me tell you something.
Okay.
Safety, let me finish. We have to compromise it. The safety is the number one feature.
Yes, but listen. I think your argument kind of stray from the real point of what I asked, you understand? The argument was the age of the bus and if the law obliged to the government of importing when they bust them certain age. If alright, say if you have an emergency reason and the country can only afford them those type of things, if it not really apply to the government because it's an emergency reason, that was the question. You understand?
Well, as far
importing
as I know, it was no emergency room. Emergency room was a deliberate act to get them. Deliberate.
Yes. No, the emergency talking is just like an example. You understand?
It wasn't announced in the budget. So where the money come from for buy them bus then? It wasn't announced in the budget in April. So where the money come from for buy the bus then?
Well, that's not for we concern. All we need is the bus.
So,
hold on.
You have a budget. You have a budget. You have an annual budget. And you don't announce say you're going to take 1.4 billion for buy buses. So where you find the money from to buy the bus then?
No, that's
was announced in the budget.
That's why I need government.
So
Common sense. Come on, man. Stop talking.
No, stop talk like that. Who's the money? Who's the money?
Boss,
it's not the country money.
The government.
I'm pretty sure nobody not going to them pocket and come up with 1.4
Exactly,
billion.
it's
So
the
must the government.
Sure. Jumper, that is not the point. If you run your household and you have a budget and say, right, this month, at this amount of money we can spend, and then out of the blue, you go spend money we never budgeted. Where you find the money from for
supplement? It's a supplementary budget.
And there was no supplementary budget.
You find the money.
Tell me the clipping and which
I tell you.
Can go read
listen.
It said there was a supplementary.
All right,
but Pana, no disrespect. You just a little man like myself. We don't care about that. Just get the damn bus them.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Your money, we want to know where the money come from.
So let me
that means
explain
you cut
to you
something. Maybe you cut the health system. You take money from the health system.
Jumper, you know
supposed to tell us where you take the money from.
Jumper, I'm not going to say it too long. You know what me like about the bus system? Because let me tell you something. You see the little chaka system that Mark Gola come up with taxi business. That are nonsense. We need to move out from them small-minded kind of approach.
Exactly.
What happened with the PMP, you see, they gravitate always on the low end of life.
Eater food.
Yes, low end of life. And that is why they say...
answer where the money come from.
But guess what? Common sense. Hold on 1 second.
We're going to attack on the PMP.
We're not doing no personal attack. What happened here is that we want to make sure that if the PNP asks a question, we can, the JLP can answer. Also, the JLP have all right to actually see where Mark Golden is going wrong and ask them about that as well. So it's not just, it's either, both ways. So just as how we point out about the buses, point out something about Mark Golden and ask the same question. That's the discussion respectfully we're having tonight.
All right, then I stand corrected. But the point I'm trying to make though is that he's asking where they get money from. That is not my concern as a citizen. You know, my concern is I want the kids them traveling decently to school. Let me tell you something. With these buses you see and the kids going to them in school, it going to even change them attitude, lift them moral. I see some kids, them doing the sample run and the kids boarding the buses and they're so goddamn excited. Them so excited, them are travel in decency. More than them push them to the little taxi and the little girls sitting on little boys, them lap and all manner of evil. No, we to get rid of them kind of low life living in Jamaica.
But common sense, I want to also point out how these buses operate, you know. You press a button and the stop sign come out, you know. And oncoming traffic on both sides have to stop because of the stop sign to allow the school children to exit and enter the bus, you know. So these are very safe.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, this is my idea. Instead of the retrofits, right? Why don't you make the bar? You know, there's a bar with a stop sign that's actually longer, short. Why don't it make it longer with more flashy lights so then it will be visible to oncoming traffic?
I prefer the retrofit. That would be a good thing. I prefer the retrofit because I don't want my child stepping off of the bus in the road. I want them step off of the bus on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer the retrofit.
I can say something. Jumper just say about the stop sign coming out so the vehicles are going to stop. You know, so the stop sign is now on the right hand side, and the electrical thing was done on the right hand side.
Retrofit.
Hold on, man.
Retrofit.
Hold on. Let me get talk. Hold on, man. So all of the electrical up on the right hand side.
Retrofit.
So why you cut me off? Let me
No,
talk, man.
because where you ask, all you have to retrofit. Everything are retrofit.
Hold on, man. So that means you have to go do the electrical in the bus again to put
That's not hard to do, brother. That's not hard to do.
But Panam,
That's
All you have to do is
But
extend some wires. All you
But
have to do
if
is
you
stop
don't let
sign
me
and
finish,
extend
but
some
if you
wires.
don't finish start, if
That's not hard. You can't do that.
Or if you don't let me
no,
finish
Jumbo,
start, or you
Jumbo,
don't
what we are
understand what
trying
I
to
say.
say, we don't really care about that. The government going
Oh,
to
you
take
don't
care
care
of that.
about that, so you don't
No.
care about the safety of the kids
All
them.
is the key. All we're trying, but the
Huh?
government.
You don't,
that's
you
a
don't care
government
about that, so that means
retrofit
you care
it.
about the safety of the kids them though.
The
Well,
government is going to retrofit it. Hey, this is the you have reached the
It don't
lowest
make
of
no
lows
sense.
now.
You spent $1.4 billion by bus.
Yes.
And then you have to spend another money now for
Yes.
retrofit, as you call it.
Yes.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay, Panam.
Yes.
No. Let's get this clear. No extra money will be spent. The figure that you guys got for the bus is included parts for a year plus the retrofit.
Retrofitting, correct.
He never
But
said that the
retrofit.
first time he gave the press conference. He never said that. It's when more information started coming out, he came and said that.
Well, you can't
First-
say everything
The
in a
first press
conference.
Well, they
conference, he
corrected
never
it,
said.
though.
The first press
Can't say
conference he
everything in a
made,
press
he
conference.
never said that.